Triple E EDC back again with another knife video. So this is a knife I've slept on for way too long. You guys saw the unboxing video and I was kind of blown away after some use with the Buck 110 about how well it cuts and I really had been missing out for a long time by dismissing it out of hand. And for that, I am sorry, Buck. I really shouldn't have done that. But I am very, very happy I took the time to go ahead and really get into some bucks and really understand the brand and why they're, they've been so popular and they continue to be so popular. So this video is not going to be a video of a review of these knives. This is going to be a comparison of some current bucks on the market and what buck might be for you, what to look for in a buck. When I say buck, I'm referring specifically to the classic buck, the Buck 110 folding hunter, and they do have, of course, the 112. I haven't gotten as much into the 112, but the version that I have of the 112 is great, and we'll cover that too. But we're going to go ahead and look at a couple different versions of this, and I'll tell you which one I like the best at the end. So we'll go from there. So first of all, let me go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is a limited edition. I don't think these are really available anywhere. They might be, at one or two places. Because they're probably not available, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I did want to show it to you for a couple of reasons. It's a little bit different. Whoops, I'm moving the camera here. It's a little bit different than some of the other things we have on the table here, mainly in the thumb stud. So, the construction in general, obviously the construction, the original construction on here, let me just point this out for a second, is going to be the brass bolsters, and you're going to have brass pins in here with the, I think that might be nickel or stainless steel, with the brass liners and everything. And then you've got the spring here and your 420 HC Boss heat treated blade, right? So first of all, that Boss heat treat is they've honed in and perfected the heat treat on 420 HC. Does that mean it's going to perform like a super steel? No, it's not going to. It's 420 HC. But what it does mean is it's going to last a lot longer than you'd expect 420 HC to, it will definitely hold an edge better than you expect. 420 HC is really easy to sharpen, and so this is going to keep a keen edge and really, be a nice one for the collection. And then when the blade gets to too much use on it and it starts to thicken up because you've sharpened it too many times, guess what? These aren't so expensive that you can't get another one, right? These are $40. Sometimes they go on sale even less. So you can buy them at your local Walmart, or you can buy them at my links below. I'll try to link to some of these, either at DLT or at Amazon. But I believe DLT is going to have most of these. So I'm a DLT affiliate. I definitely would recommend DLT over Amazon. Sometimes you can get better prices on Amazon, so check that out too. But really, I would recommend DLT for pretty much everything. They ship, for the most part, just as fast as Amazon, which is really impressive for a knife retailer. And their customer service is just top notch. You really can't beat DLT in customer service. The customer experience there is awesome. In any event, let's go ahead and get back to the knives. So we have the Buck 110 Folding Hunter here. This is the limited edition version. One of the big features is the thumb stud that they put on here. These are aluminum bolsters also, and a carbon fiber, aluminum bolsters and aluminum liner. And these are carbon fiber inserts, or overlays, I should say, and a pocket clip. So this one doesn't have a pocket clip, the original. And so one of the advents here is going to be this pocket clip. Another advent is going to be the thumb stud. And another advent is going to be the much lighter materials. This is much, much lighter with the carbon fiber and the aluminum. Really cool version as a result. It also has S45VN, Boss heat treated. So this is going to hold an edge you know, very, very long time. So there's no worries there. Really, the thing I wanted to show you here on this one, because it's very similar to this one, is the thumb stud, because the thumb stud is a little bit different. Everything else is mostly the same. The thumb stud, I think, in the steel, because I think the steel is different on this one. But the thumb stud is, sort of has that angular, I think you can see here. It's flat on this side and then has that angular up. Now you can, I believe you can swap this. You can just unscrew it on this side, swap it around. And so if you're a lefty, it's completely ambidextrous. And if you're a righty, you know, you've got it here. I think you can also move it up and down. Now it's sort of put in the perfect position right now for rolling that out. You know, it's definitely a huge upgrade over here where you have to use two hands to open this. But, you know, it's really not that bad to use two hands. All of Europe does it. You know, a lot of other places does it. It's just us Americans who want to fidget. And frankly, with a back spring located all the way back here, you're probably not going to be doing too much fidgeting with this knife. Although I will show you the way I close these one-handed. Don't try this at home. I'll put it back here and use my arm to, you know, start the blade basically. And once it's started, I'll push the blade down like that. I'll show that one more time. So, you know, because a lot of people will say you have to have two hands to close it. Not if you turn the blade all the way around. Use your thumb here. Use your arm as leverage, but only close it enough so that it doesn't snap down on your hand. You really don't want it to snap down on your hand because the blade is sharp. And then pull it the rest of the way down. So that's the way I do it. You'll see the thumb studs on here are a little bit different. As you can see, this is going to also be aluminum, but this is micarta. This one is a little bit heavier than this one. So just be aware that carbon fiber seems to have relieved a little bit more weight. And the clip is a little bit different on this one. The clip is actually smaller on this one. And I think they did a much better job on the clip. You get that deep carry, which is something you don't necessarily get on there. And frankly, the round thumb studs I prefer over these ones. Even though this is the limited edition, I prefer the round thumb studs on here. I think that gives it a much better, much more consistent rollout. And you're going to see the Boss heat treat again on here, S30V. So like I said, it's not quite S45VN, but this is S30V. And this is going to be a great, really one of the best versions. This is the one that's new for this year, for 2022, with the micarta and the aluminum bolsters, S30V steel, and that new pocket clip. I really, really like this one. I'm a huge fan. So this is the other new one for this year. This is the Buck 110 Slim Pro TRX. Now, I don't remember if they make these in the micarta versions. I think they're coming out with them if they haven't already. The 112 is also having a TRX version later this year, but it started with the 110. And the pocket clip's reversible on here, as you can see. And it has that nice, same pocket clip that it had on this one. And, you get that nice rollout here as well. This is much slimmer, as you can see, much, much slimmer. It has G10 scales here with the S30V steel. And so you're going to get basically the same steel, same, nice materials, because both G10 and aluminum micarta are materials that you'll see on knives in price ranges anywhere from budget, $50 knives all the way up to $200 knives and beyond. So, but you'll generally see them in the production range and that. And so these are going to be, good at all those price levels. The last one I'll show here is the Buck Slim. I believe this is just called the Slim. This has a not as good of a clip. I don't love the anvil logo on this clip. It looks like a weird blotchy state. Maybe a man, maybe a rhino. Is that a rhino horn? I don't know. The anvil doesn't look like an anvil. These are injection molded, and these are 420HC. That being said, these are the lightest, I believe. Well, it's close. Excuse me. But these also are very cheap. This is like, I think this is like 18 bucks or something, if I remember right, or 20 bucks, something like that. So these are really, really cheap. I think as far as value goes on this table, it's really hard to beat this one. It definitely doesn't have the best feel. It feels a little cheap. But if you're looking just for a blade that you can use, then this one is going to be the one to recommend. You know, that just the value is really hard to beat there. The Slim Pro TRX, like I said, not only does it have that pocket clip, but it has the ability to disassemble the knife with the Torx, you know, hardware, which is something that you don't have in the pin construction here. Now, one thing I will say about the Buck 110, and I haven't really gotten to this yet, the blades are awesome. Okay, they're all hollow grinds, and the hollow grind on this knife leaves a really, really fine edge. It is a cardboard eater. It is it goes through a lot of different materials really easily. The blade itself is not too thick. As you can see, you know, the blade itself is not too thick, and it really does a great job of cutting most materials. I think the true staying power of the 110 isn't just the fact that it's nostalgic, which it is. I think the true staying power of the 110 is the fact that the blade is such a timeless design on the edge geometry, and the length and how it all works together. It's just a really, really nice design that has lasted a long time. So, which one do I like the best out of these? This is a hard one. I think I like this one the best out of these. If I had to pick one to carry with me, I know it would definitely be between these two. I really like the slimness on these. Look at the difference here, right? You're looking at a big difference. You're also looking at a difference in weight, pretty big difference in weight as a result. But I don't mind the chunkier knife, and I like something that fills out my hand a little more. So if you like a slimmer knife, you'll definitely want to take the TRX. The Slim Pro TRX. If you like a chunkier knife, then this is going to keep your knife nice and chunky, keep you with that 110 blade, and also give you that nice micarta feel, modern materials, aluminum, and a nice pocket clip that's deep carry. There's really not a lot that you shouldn't like here, and it's one of the ones that I'm just very. I love carrying this thing. I really do. And I fidget with a lot of my knives, but I love carrying this thing, and I love rolling out on these 110s. When that spring engages, it really, like, just the haptic feedback on that is awesome. Last thing I'll show on this table is the 112. As you can see, the carbon fiber is similar to the carbon fiber in the limited edition. The 112 is much shorter. It is also able to be one hand closed like this, as opposed to, you know, rolling it back another place. The pocket clip is sort of that same clip that's on, or a similar clip, I should say. Nope, no, the same one that's on here. It's the same one that's on here. So it's sort of a 2021 clip. It seems like they're going in 2022 more in this direction, which I like quite a bit. So hopefully we'll see some, some knives from Buck in that regard in 2022. I don't know if this was a limited edition. I don't think this one was. But this is an S30V carbon fiber version of the 112 with a pocket clip, and this is my favorite version so far. It feels really nice, the carbon fiber, and I can really get behind. The blade's a little short for me, but I can get behind the 112. So looking out to see what else you guys have this year. Buck has this year coming out in the 112, and very happy again that I got into these Bucks. So again, what I recommend is this one, and this one with a close second. But as far as value, this one absolutely takes the cake. It's just, you can't argue the value on that one. So Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.